Welcome guys to today's video. I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm really happy that Jimmy's still in town. But
is that sarcasm?
No, there's just one issue.
You've been picking on me all week.
What?
You've been picking on me all week. I'm on edge.
Well, people don't realize that you used to be the biggest bully to me ever. You used to constantly make me question my manhood. It was bad. But this dude's been in my house eating all my goldfish, and it's stressing me out. It's stressing me out. What are we doing today, Jimmy?
Is this hoping that I have a great idea for you today?
Maybe a little bit.
Alright, well, all the cars are not really that broken. We don't really have anything too crazy to do, but we'll find something, Adam. Don't you worry.
I'm so concerned. Also, it is a really late start. Usually we're out of the house like before 10 a.m., but Jimmy just takes forever to get ready in the morning.
Bro, you were playing zombies till like 3 in the morning.
That was Mike. I was finishing my game at midnight, dude, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Colette, honestly, was one playing the latest.
You provoked her, so I blame you.
We're just day at a time over here. Before we get rolling, I want to take a second and give a quick shout out to one of the companies that make these videos possible, and that is ShipStation. If you guys aren't familiar with ShipStation or haven't heard me talk about them in the past, it's a really cool system that basically imports orders from any sales channel and can let you leverage their very deep discounts, compare carriers to get you the best shipping rates possible and keep it all organized so you can get orders shipped out quickly. The parts GT350 is finally gone. I actually sold it the other night, and ShipStation played an awesome role in helping us compare all the different rates from carriers, because a lot of the stuff shipping out for that, whether it be a fender, headliner, they give us access to quotes from FedEx, UPS, USPS to help get the best rates and leverage their discounts that are usually just reserved for Fortune 500 companies. 2020 was a huge year for online e-commerce, and ShipStation helped us a bunch on the merch side and selling those parts off that GT350. So if you guys aren't familiar with it, I definitely recommend you check them out. There's a good reason why ShipStation is the #1 choice for online sellers, and I know you guys are gonna love it. If you go to ShipStation.com and use my offer code AdamLZ, you will get a 60-day trial for free. That's 2 months of free, no hassle, stress-free shipping. Just go to ShipStation.com, tap the microphone in the top of the page, and type in AdamLZ. Now do it and go make ship happen.
What you working on? What you doing?
Yeah, we finally finished in the AC lines.
Yeah.
On this thing. So Adam's mom to have AC on her LS3 Solstice.
Key down in Florida.
Yeah. I mean, it's only gonna help the person trying to race her. Turn the AC on, kill like 10 horsepower.
Yeah.
20 horsepower.
Right.
So we already have the quietest mufflers possible. These are the Vibrant Ultra Quiet resonators, and we couldn't fit another set of them because of clearance issues. So we went with some cats, which are a little bit more restrictive than if we put another muffler in or another resonator. But speaking with Pat and a couple other V8 people, putting more resonators in might not have actually made it more quiet. So hopefully the cats, although maybe robbing my mom of something like 69 horsepower, hopefully will quiet it down a bit. We're gonna start it up and see how it sounds. Marco, is this the first VA Solstice you ever welded a set of cats on?
Yeah. I got a twofer. I got a BOGO. I got 2 cats.
Has he welded any settle cats in?
No.
No.
Always cut them off.
Mike,
Yeah.
is this the first time we've ever installed a set of cats on the channel?
Yeah, probably.
I think so.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Look at that. Throwing
The
some
environment.
kitties in the Solstice.
We're moving to California.
Tried, Mom.
It's like the RX-7 kind of now.
Yeah. It still smells.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's like significantly quieter.
That's for you, Mom.
Man,
What's good, bro?
Where'd you get this, dude?
Check out, dude, that's embroidery, man. On some
Is that the two-step right there?
Dude, it's two-step.
The screen print and the embroidery?
Listen, I don't got two-step on the cars, but I got on the hoodies, dude.
Tell me about this. Where can I get this, man?
All right, Jimmy, we got done with the legitimate product integration. We have to make this seem less formal. So today, I guess, since this video is being uploaded Wednesday, we are doing a small drop on LZMFG. We have the new burgundy rose hoodies, which are pretty neat.
These are fire.
As well as the team hat that now comes in burgundy, which is pretty cool. And then we've got a restock on some other stuff. So we have the wheels, we just got a restock on these. We have a really small batch of the leather ones. I totally underestimated leather, so I always keep ordering way less than you guys end up ordering. So those usually sell out first, but we do have some more suede ones coming in. We got a restock on the good old S13 hoodie.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a t-shirt, not a hoodie.
Ooh, yes. Love
and
that.
then the grave tee, which I didn't realize was out of stock, we have a restock on.
Well, you
we
guys
just
know.
shot
You guys know.
some photos with this yesterday. But then the big one is something you guys have asked for all year was the t-shirts with the sponsor logos. But the reason why we didn't do that, for the FD pits, we like to have some sort of differentiation when there is spectators, just to be able to tell who's like on the team and who's not. But we are officially releasing these as a special edition Rookie of the Year t-shirt.
Oh yeah, slight flex. Love that. Regularly earned.
So I think 6 p.m. today, since this video will hopefully be uploaded closer to like 1 or 2 p.m., we're gonna have the drop. So check my story.
This will be dropped at like 4.
What?
This
The video?
Yeah.
You think? I'm hoping that we can film enough today. So I think the plan for the rest of the day, me and Jimmy are gonna dive into the Skyline. Haven't totally filled you guys in on what's been going on with it, but I'm pretty sure there's some very serious engine damage that were probably a crack somewhere. So
Dun dun dun.
how's the skin looking, Jimmy?
Oh, you look good.
You always tell me how my forehead looks like a pepperoni pizza.
A little glossy.
Is it?
Yeah.
I put moisturizer on.
Yeah. Let's
can
get to
I say?
work.
So you might be wondering why, after this thing got tuned, it's been kind of sitting and not moving.
Yep, you got
I guess it's already popped. So basically, Freddie, for whatever reason, cannot get it to rev right. And coincidentally, it's also still losing coolant, which was the issue that we had before the ITBs. But before the ITBs, it was losing coolant actually from the ITB adapter. Now we think that it might very well be losing coolant internally, which would make sense why wide open is okay, but revving, we're fighting a little bit of coolant on the spark plugs and stuff. So it is very, very common with these things, especially with the amount of torque that I've been making on this engine for so long, to crack the block. It's kind of amazing.
You've been beating on this thing for a long time.
And the problem is we've been making so much mid-range torque, which puts so much stress on everything. Yes, it's not all-wheel drive, so there's less twist on the block, but I'm thinking that maybe I potentially cracked the head, because that's also another thing. So me and Jimmy are gonna pressurize the absolute out of this coolant system.
Yeah, edit that out, Mike.
Yeah, and see if we can see any coolant, because we do remember. If you guys remember, I think we talked about in the video. We saw stuff on the cylinders. Maybe it was coolant, but it's weird because it smells like fuel, and I just want to know where it's going. Because every time I drive it, I'll open the cap and it'll be down like a water bottle. Yeah, see, something's not right.
No bueno. By the way, hold on. I haven't seen this car in a long time.
Yeah.
This is beautiful, dude.
Thank you.
This looks so good.
I appreciate it. Now you got an RB where you could be RB brothers.
Yeah. This is a whole different.
The same, dude. I'll sell you this engine.
Yeah, talk to me nice.
Yeah, I mean, I will.
I think this intake's worth more than my whole engine.
Either the head or the block is good on it.
Okay, I'll take my chances. All right, so we're gonna start with the easiest thing that you could fix, I guess.
Dude, I've done this so many times in this car, and usually it leaks. Imagine the head's cracked where the ITBs were mounted, and that was the problem the whole time. Imagine. This is the thing, like, it still drives fantastically. We should just go drive it and not do this instead.
That's way more fun.
Yeah. All right, so we'll pressurize it. What do you say?
Put like 25. Yeah, 30. Pump it up.
Usually you only go to like 19 because that's what a radiator.
Pop those freeze plugs out. No. Whoa.
Oh, dude, look at the gauge.
What are we at? 25.
We're in the caution.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 30.
God, this is so beautiful.
Oh, I see leaking a lot.
Yeah. Well, it's an RB, so it's definitely under the intake.
Yeah, right. It's actually leaking from the radiator hose.
Love that.
Is it?
Yeah. Look at you see it dripping.
No, it's leaking from the upper radiator
I
hose.
know, I see it.
Imagine that's the problem the whole time.
Yeah.
But that doesn't explain why the engine's not revving right.
Oh, there we go. Damn it, showman. Look what you did.
What'd I do? What'd I do? All I needed to fix it was a flathead. It's still leaking a lot. I think it's the bottom hose is leaking too.
Oh yeah, that thing's pissing. All right, 2 small coolant leaks. Well, kind of big. Upper, lower radiator hose. Easy.
Yeah, I really want it to just like be like pissing inside of the engine. But I wonder if while it's stagnant there's like cylinder pressure, so it can't fight it. Would that make sense? This car doesn't make sense. Hopefully we can figure out something wacky with it.
Okay, what's the next epiphany?
Epiphany?
Epiphany.
We're not epiphany.
Epiphany.
We're just trying to do a... Oh, well... Oh, I understand where you're getting at with this.
Okay.
We're wondering if maybe the same thing happened to the engine that happened before, where the crank actually spun and damaged the woodruff key. So we're gonna put this at TDC and see if it lines up with a crank pulley. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So we're gonna manually set this at TDC and just make sure that the crank lines up TDC on the timing cover.
Which it's not going to, because for whatever reason this car doesn't agree with timing guns, so.
That's our first hint at this being an issue.
Yeah, like on the timing gun, this thing, I think we had to offset it by like 20 degrees, which made no sense. Like basically ignore the timing gun and just tune to what makes sense.
Love that, love that. So that would explain a lot of the throttle response issues, so we'll see. We're gonna spin the crank until this goes the highest point that it does, so the piston's at the very, very top, TDC. And there's a timing mark on the timing cover that should align on the crank pulley at 0 degrees, right? That's where it should be. If it's not at 0, then, well, we got an issue.
And we've already done this with the timing gun, but it doesn't make sense, so.
Yeah, if the timing doesn't make sense, you just manually check it.
It's either going up or it's excited to see you, Jimmy.
Yeah. Haven't seen her in a long time, you know?
So, everything was fine on the timing front, so I guess now compression test and leak down test.
All right, next step.
Yeah, I guess so.
So luckily all the plugs are pretty uniform and I guess fairly clean. He doesn't show any signs of burning coolant, which is, well, that's good. Adam just ran home and got the borescope from his bedroom.
It's not really doing much for me.
Yeah, no, it was. Give me the rundown. What do you see, Adam?
I see a lot of pooling of what appears to be either fuel or water. I mean, it's gonna be kind of hard to see.
Yeah, no, it does look wet.
Like wet, especially when you can get it to see the edges. Where it's kind of recessed.
Mm-hmm. The good old compression test. So when this is out, you're having a good time. So this is just going to basically tell us if the cylinder's making pressure. I'm assuming they're probably fine, but it's kind of one of those things you just got to do it. When you have a mystery issue with your engine, you just bust it out. It's like a routine.
Jimmy loves just busting it out.
You know it, baby. Yeah, wide open throttle. I want to be on the... There we go. This is the fun end to be on.
This car's been compression tested so many times.
Oh, I bet, yeah. The worst is when you're the one cranking it because you're just waiting for the facial reaction of whoever's looking at the gauge.
Yep.
It's just so stressful. All right, let's get some more battery voltage on this thing.
We only got 8 volts there.
All right, let's see if we got enough battery voltage this time. Still, yeah, I was cranking super slow. Looks like you got a little leaky battery there, Adam.
I thought it was something I just put under it to keep it from moving.
Look at this whole cell's like crushed. I don't know. Who knows? Might be good, might be bad. It's not doing us any favors right now. All right, so it's cranking pretty slow still. We got the truck battery, so we know it's a good battery. It's pretty beefy. Just cranking a little bit slower than we'd like, especially if there are no plugs in it, but it's cranking enough, so we will worry about that later. So hit cylinder 1 again for me. Yep, 120. All right, number 2. All right, yeah, a little bit higher. Number 3. All right, hold up. A little higher. Number 4. All right. Yep. 125. The rear 2 cylinders tend to take a little bit more abuse, so if we're gonna see something, probably gonna see it soon. Adam, hit it. All right, we're good. All right, they're all pretty inspect. And then the last one. All right, yeah, we're good. They're all within 10%, so. So that told us that it could build compression. Now we have to figure out if it can maintain compression.
This engine is so confusing.
Should put a JZ in it.
I've blown up 7 times more JZs than I have RBs. Actually, technically, I've never. I don't want to say I've never blown up an RB because I feel like that's bad mojo. But since it's 0, you could technically times it by like 1,000 and it would still.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No disrespect on this thing.
Why is everyone looking at me?
I don't know.
So much more than I thought. What the f? Right now, since I hurt my back, everyone help me pick it back up. So we were supposed to go riding today, and like my back was feeling great, and then I think I messed it up again. So that sucks.
Gotta pick him up.
Isn't this impressive?
Gotta help him up.
I put a lithium battery.
What do
in
you
it.
just put a?
You gotta shoot close range on the skin.
Don't make him run. Get him back. He's asking for it.
Get down.
I can see in his
Turn
eyes.
around.
Oh, what
turn
a
around, turn around, turn around.
nice with it.
I look down.
This is
and
a
I
mess.
Yeah, everywhere.
Get my scopes ready. You know what? That's pretty accurate. You think I can get Johan from here?
Yeah, definitely.
He's welding titanium. He just ruins the whole downplate. Okay, here we go. Adam's gonna probably explain all this in a second. But we haven't talked about this in a long time, right? We couldn't find a leak down tester. Shulman, he failed at it, right? He had one job.
I don't know why they have this like feud. I think it's like that like Jimmy feels threatened by Shulman. Like
Get out of here.
I don't understand
No, I
what
love
it is.
Shulman. Shulman's like my little brother. That's how I treat him. But we just like to pick on him. Shulman, we love you. But so we couldn't do a leak down test. But we were messing with some more, and it seems more like a hardware issue than it does to be an internal engine issue. So we're kind of going through, and Adam really wants to solidify the fact that it's not the wood drift key wearing away and kind of getting play in the crank pulley, which is, you know, common RB issue. He's seen it before.
I've had it happen to me before.
You've had it.
And I had the same exact issue that we're experiencing right now happening.
So
It's just odd that when we make the switch over to a single throttle body that we're seeing this issue.
how parkour DJ.
How what was that?
No, DJ always says it. DJ, say it.
How peculiar.
It's his word. It's his word. Now you can finally use it, buddy. So Adam's pulling off the cover so we could physically see the cams move when we do the crank pulley, just to like make sure that everything's moving as one.
Right.
If I pull off the cover and there's legitimately like a cam in there.
And what?
Like a cam. Like a G7X, just like wedged
Just a
in there.
camera.
Ah.
If I lose mine so much, I would not doubt it.
Yeah.
Mike.
Ended up in Adam's engine.
Mike, we told you to stop leaving the cameras around everywhere. It just ends up
That's
in
not me. That's not me, dog.
Well, there's the throttle response issue.
You're gonna get it out of there? Or you're just gonna put the cover back on?
Oh, we're good.
It's nicer than your camera.
So this is definitely an issue. I'm not sure if this is necessarily what's contributing to the problem that we're having, but when we put the crank pulley at 0 degrees, this should be TDC, and you can see that we have it lined up on the intake cam, but when we move over to the exhaust cam, it's gonna be hard to see because I can't get totally level, but it's blatantly obvious that we are a tooth off there.
Oh yeah. So we did kind of figure out that the wood drift key is not worn, right? That's what we originally checked. So we're still not 100% confident.
I think once we undo the crank pulley, we'll know better, because even if there's some play in the timing gear, it might be held on by pressure right now while we're turning the engine.
Versus, yeah, since there's no load on the engine.
Correct. So the tightness of the actual pulley might be kind of compressing it.
Okay.
But once
so we're not gonna roll that out.
But once you loosen the crank pulley, that's when you'll know right away.
So here's the thing, right? So what makes it kind of iffy is this cam pulley right here, the one that's off time, is our main cam pickup, right? So this tells the engine where the cam is in coordinates to the crank. So if the crank sensor and the cam sensor are kind of fighting each other, that could lead to some pretty big issues. So we'll see. It's just one tooth, so it could be dramatic, but it usually isn't too crazy. But we're gonna cross our fingers and hope that this is like the big issue here.
But it was like this before when I had ITB manifold, so that's what leads me to think, since that rev fine, we have another issue going on as well. But when I broke the woodruff key, that was on a hard launch, and this car hasn't seen a hard launch, so.
Let's go hard to launch it.
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought we were on the same page.
No.
Yeah.
I would rather go get tacos.
Gringos?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're chilling. Colette's wrenching on the good old vet. I think this thing is gonna get torn into tomorrow. Jimmy and I have a special trip that we're going on tomorrow, so
Special.
we're going on a field trip.
Hyped. Kind of. No, I'm hyped. Ecstatic.
You're just saying how like disappointed you were that you were about to do what you're about to do.
Yeah, but then I realized we're gonna visit your mom, so I didn't want her to think that I wasn't excited to see her. You know, she watched the video and says, "Oh, they're coming tomorrow. He's not excited." It's a thing that's okay.
It's cute how much you care.
Yeah. So tomorrow, big day.
Also, one other thing I wanted to address too, I've been posting in the LZMFG page and I saw a bunch of your guys' comments that were kind of concerned about past orders and stuff. We're doing our best to keep everyone updated and I try to respond to as many people as I could. I've already mentioned this before, but during the giveaway period, it was kind of rough because we had a lot of suppliers that committed to being able to fulfill these massive orders for us. And then it kind of created this trickle effect where we sold the amount that we were promised by a certain time. They fell more behind as we placed more orders, and having that in conjunction with a lot higher volume and kind of maxing out our staffing capacity, we got kind of backlogged. Now, we're up to date with 99% of product right now. I think their guys are just waiting on a few more BC shirts to arrive, and then the whole skate deck issue, which is a whole nother thing where a skate deck supplier massively dropped the ball because there's apparently some massive skate deck shortage. But I basically just want to show you, for this drop, we're not screwing around with suppliers anymore who are promising us delivery dates. We have everything in hand and it's ready to ship. So if you place an order in this drop, I can almost guarantee you it'll go out before the weekend. So I want to again apologize for that. I know I've talked about it a bunch, but it is not in any way, shape, or form how we run things. This is the first giveaway we've ever run into issues like that. It's embarrassing, but we're doing the best with what we've got. We learned our lesson, and hopefully when we move into a bigger space, we can get more people helping out. And on the next giveaway, ship stuff out like that. Now is time for one of our, what's becoming a weekly routine of going to Gringos Locos. Jimmy, do you like Gringos?
I love Gringos.
It's been a while.
Gringos.
Man.
You know what I love? Launches in the Audi. Let's do a couple. Come on. Let's go.
I got a bike in the back, dude. I got it. So we were supposed to ride bikes today. I can't see it. There's a bike next to Jimmy, I promise. We were supposed to ride today and then I tweaked my back again. I think I'm just gonna have a hurt back forever. So I've just admitted to myself that I'm just gonna ride through the pain, which is probably the worst thing that I can do. Just because I need some sort of physical enjoyment in my life. What? Why is that so funny?
Nothing.
I like how you points the camera to me.
Am I missing something? Guys, listen.
It was the reaction from Colette.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Linda.
Yeah. Gringos, you know?
I can't film and drive at the same time.
I don't feel bad anymore for wearing dirty, coolant-soaked pants in the Audi anymore.
I'm so into that. I love, like, when she has dirt in her hair and I just, like, I run it through my
Coolant
teeth
all
and it
over.
just crunches.
Yeah, with coolant as perfume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just turn to R-rated real quick.
I think I smell like a leaky power steering rack right now.
Maybe it's Maybelline, maybe it's water wetter, I can't tell.
Oh my god. New commercial?
Maybe she's born with it.
Nah.
Maybe she's born with it. Or maybe she got it at Harbor Freight.
That would be my tagline.
Yeah,
I bet Harbor Freight sells shampoo.
No, they sell
You would know.
working man lotion. Have you seen that?
Is that what you wear? I thought you
Yes.
smelled familiar.
man, I could use some working man lotion, you feel?
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's like a paste
You know what
thing.
I'm talking
you
about?
know?
It's like a lotion.
Nope. And cut.
I think part of my favorite thing is just being able to eat tacos and just see the cars there chilling.